What's up, YouTube? It is Grayman47 coming back at you with another review. So welcome back to my channel. On this one, I'm going to do the Sig Sauer P365 stainless slide. And if you saw my other video on my EDC, you know that I alternate this gun with my primary carry gun, which is the Sig Sauer P320 X Compact. So let's talk about the 365 and why I like this gun so much and why I actually alternate it with my primary gun. So here I have the 365, and if you notice, I have it in a holster, pretty thin compact holster. This is a sticky holster. So those of you that are familiar with the sticky holsters, you guys know how this works. The outside of the holster is pretty grippy, and so you just kind of slide it between your undergarments and your pants for inside the waistband carry, and it sticks just fine. So I use this all the time for my P365. I actually ordered a custom Kydex holster for this gun, and it's by Gerber holsters, and I'm waiting for that to come in. So once that comes in, I'll probably do a unboxing review on that holster. But primarily as of right now, this is how I carry my 365. And if you watched my video on my EDC, I also mentioned that I basically use this gun on the days that I don't feel like carrying the X Compact, which I actually have right here. And all of my guns are safety checked prior to filming the video. So I actually use it whenever I'm not carrying this gun. And that all just kind of depends on the time of the year that it is, the clothing that I'm wearing, or just the mood that I'm in. So if I have some clothes on, like athletic gear, that might be a little bit more susceptible to printing, I'm going to go with a smaller setup, which is going to be my 365. If I just feel like carrying something a little bit smaller and lighter on any particular or given day, I'm going to select the 365. So again, it kind of goes back and forth between this gun and that gun. All right. So if I pull this out of the holster, you'll see that again, this is the Sig 365 with a stainless steel slide, and I selected the stainless steel slide just because I like the look of it, the aesthetics. I like the two-tone coloring that you get with the stainless slide versus the black polymer frame. So I like that. And the other thing that I like about stainless steel slides is the fact that they show a lot less wear on the gun. So that was the reason that I selected to get the stainless slide. Some of you guys might just like plain black a lot better, but for me it was the stainless slide that I chose. All right, so let's take a closer look at the P365, and then once we do that, I have some range footage for you guys that I'll show you so you can see how it actually performed on the range. So let's take a look at this a little bit closer. All right, so when I purchased the pistol, it actually came in a nice little carrying case, a plastic durable carrying case that you could use to take a single pistol to the range, or you could use it to, you know, if you're traveling by airline and you want to take a pistol, it can be packed in this case. So they do give you a nice little carrying case to go along with the pistol. All right. So if you know anything about the P365, one of the things that stands out the most about this pistol is the size of it. I mean, this is a nice subcompact pistol that actually carries or actually holds 10 rounds in the magazines that come with the gun. So when you purchase the gun, it will come with two magazines, and one of the magazines is a flush fit 10 round magazine that makes the package even that much smaller. The base plate is pretty much flush, or is pretty much as flush as it could get to the actual frame itself, or the handle. And then the second magazine that they give to you with this pistol is another 10 round magazine, but it has the pinky extension, and that pinky extension also has the nice texturing on it as well. So those two magazines do come with it. I went out and bought the 12 round magazine, which makes the handle a little bit longer, gives you 2 extra rounds, and then it also gives you a longer grip. And on this, with this magazine in, I can actually get a full 3-finger grip on the pistol, which is really nice for me. And like I said before, I have fairly large hands, but not gigantic hands. But it allows me to get a full 3 fingers on this pistol. So I went out and got that. But they also have a 15 round magazine that goes with this pistol as well. I never went out and bought the 15 round, and I don't plan on it, simply because that magazine sticks out to about this far, and so for me that really just defeats the purpose of the pistol. It makes it too big and too bulky, and it kind of makes printing inevitable. So I just don't really have a need for that. The purpose of this pistol for me is because it's an extremely small package. If I'm gonna have something that large, I'm just gonna go with my primary carry, my 320 X compact. So for me, again, there's no need for the 15 rounder, but they do make it for those of you who would want a 15 round magazine. Also, this pistol has some pretty good texturing on the handle. As you can see, it's pretty stylish, it looks good, and it actually is very functional. That back strap has pretty aggressive texturing, both sides do, and then also here at the front strap there is some good texturing as well. Also notice that it has a decent trigger undercut too, trigger guard undercut, so that you could get a better purchase on the pistol. So this frame actually comes pretty standard and pretty set up for you to use, ready to go out of the box. I don't think you have to do a stippling job for it or anything like that, although you can buy a number of different frames for this and just swap it out. They have ones in OD green, I believe. They have ones in flat dark earth. You can buy custom ones with all types of different stippling jobs on it. So there's a lot of different options out there. You can throw a Hogue rubber grip on this. You can throw Talon grips on this. They make the Talon grips for this as well. So you can change this up to fit your liking very easily, and most of those things are pretty cost effective. I believe for the most part these frames are around $30, $35, so they're not super expensive. All right, so that's what I like about this pistol and the way that they actually designed it. And this handle is pretty thin, so if you are a person of small stature and you have small hands, this would probably fit you pretty well. And I think they did a great job with the balance of this handle in the frame, in the slide itself, because it actually feels good and very balanced in the hand. All right, as far as controls on this pistol, controls are super simple on this pistol. They're pretty small and not so intrusive, so they are not prone to snagging. The slide catch or the slide stop is right here, pretty small, so it makes it easy to draw from your holster. It won't snag on things, but it's also functional and easy to access with your thumb. And then the takedown lever is right next to it, which is easy to actually actuate as well. Down below that is the magazine release. They give you a decent sized magazine release for such a small gun, and I believe it is reversible. You can switch it to the other side if you're a lefty shooter, but I'm a righty shooter, so it's on this side of the gun. I'll leave it there. Also, you might notice one thing on this pistol, that on this frame, that you don't typically see, and it is the type of rail that I have. This is actually a Picatinny rail, as opposed to the rail that comes with a proprietary rail that comes with the 365. This Picatinny rail is an adapter that I ordered from Amazon, and it's made by a company, I believe the name is Recovery, and there are a couple different ones out there, options out there for you, but all it is you stick it on here and you tighten this screw, and it sticks right onto fits right onto your frame, and it's very solid, very secure. You can throw a light on there, you can throw a laser on there that will fit a Picatinny rail. I think it was worth it. I think I paid $30 for this rail, so it was worth it. If you want to get a light that fits the proprietary rail, there are those that are out there as well. I think the Foxtrot is one, and there's a number of other ones. So you don't have to get this to put a light or a laser on it, but it just kind of gives you more options. And I think it kind of looks good too. Even if you don't have something on it, it looks pretty good too. All right, so if you take a look at the slide on this gun, again, I chose to go with the stainless steel slide as opposed to the black slide, just because I like that two-tone look. I think the black and the stainless steel kind of offset each other, and it just kind of looks good. So that's why I like it. Also, you see a lot less wear when it comes to the slide of a stainless steel slide compared to a black slide. You notice that the breech and the barrel are black on this gun, which again aids in the aesthetics of this gun, and I think they just kind of offset each other and it looks really good. So that's why I went with the stainless steel slide. As far as slide serrations are concerned, Sig has outfitted this gun with rear serrations as well as front serrations, making this gun very easy to manipulate from a lot of different angles. So if you're just doing something as simple as a press check with the front serrations or rear serrations, you can do that. Or just racking the slide in general, you have that option. As far as the sights are concerned, right out of the box, Sig does a good job with providing, I think it's considered their X-ray sights, but they are steel sights that come out right out of the box, and they also have tritium inserts, so they are night sights as well. It has a high vis front post as well as the tritium valve inside the front post, and then 2 dots on the back of the pistol that are also tritium inserts as well. So the sights are good, and the sights are dovetail, so they're adjustable. You can take them out and replace them with something that you like better. Maybe you like fiber optics or something else. You could put that on or install that on this pistol. So that would be pretty cool. Also, one of the things I like to do is compare, or actually not compare, but suggest a knife to go along with the pistol that I'm reviewing. So when I carry this pistol, a lot of times, again, I'm looking for a small package. So I'm not looking to carry a giant knife or a large heavy duty knife. I'm looking to carry something small and something simple that won't take up a lot of space. So one of the knives that I love and I carry with this pistol quite often is the Benchmade Griptilian, mini Griptilian actually. This particular one has the Tanto blade, serrated edge, as well as the plain edge, as well as the combo edge. And this is actually in S30V steel, black finish on it, black coating, just a real cool knife, small package, and just kind of goes with the theme of having a small pistol such as the P365. So I will carry this with this quite often. Also, if I'm not carrying a light on this 365, I like the Streamlight USB Mini, which is a really cool light that has a couple of different modes in terms of brightness in it as well. So I'll carry this with it. Small package, they both take up very little room, and if I'm wearing, like I said, athletic clothing or shorts, just a great package, small package, and it's very, very comfortable to wear. All right, so that's enough tabletop review. I did take this pistol out on the range, and let's take a look at how it performed out on the range. All right, so we're out at the range. One of the biggest questions I get about the P365 is, does the magazine make a difference in terms of the length of the magazine? So I'm going to shoot all 3 magazines that I have. I'm going to shoot 5 rounds out of the flush 10-round magazine that comes with it, and then I'm going to shoot 5 rounds out of the Peaky extension magazine 10-rounder that comes with it, and then third I will shoot the magazine, the 12-rounder that actually lengthens the grip so that I can have a full grip on the gun and see if there's a performance difference. All right, let's get it. All right, so the first one is the flush magazine, 10-round magazine. I'm at about 6 or 7 yards, so let's see how it performs. All right, 10-round Peaky extension, second magazine that came with the gun. All right, so finally I'm going to shoot the 12-round magazine. I can get a full grip on this one, so let's see how it does. All right, so let's take a look at the targets. The first one was the 10-round magazine that was flush, so not a bad grouping there. And then the second one was over here, and this is the 10-round magazine with the pinky extension. So I'd say a little bigger group, and I think I let one fly here. And then the last one here is the group with the 12-round full extension. So as you can see, for me, it really didn't make much of a difference. I think it's a matter of which one you get used to and shoot most. I typically will shoot the 12-round magazine the most. So I think that kind of depends on, what your preference is. So, all right, guys. Like I always say, if you ain't packing, you're slacking. All right, thanks for joining me with this one. I will see you when I see you.